Hey now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And I just got done watching for the first time The Stepfather, the original. I have already seen the remake years ago, but I've never seen the original until now. This is a 1987 film that was directed by Joseph Rubin, and we meet Terry O'Quinn, who plays Jerry Blake. At the very beginning, the first scene is him leaving the house of his previous family, and they're all massacred. It's a bloodbath. It's horrific. Then you cut to a year later. He's already with a new woman, and this new woman, Susan, with her daughter Stephanie. He's already acclimated himself into this family, into this house, into their world. He's the stepfather now. But the daughter especially has her doubts. She has her suspicions. And especially when a newspaper article comes out that starts to question whether or not Jerry is who he says he is, if his past is what he says it is. And then that's when Jerry starts to freak out, to cover up his tracks along the way. Now, what I thought of The Stepfather, the original, was I enjoyed the movie. I did. It's one of those films that I didn't know what to expect because I've already seen the remake first. Would I be down on this original? Would this original not hold up for me because it's as old as it is? To be fair, though, I can get into an old movie. This film, 1987, it's a year before I was born, so it's not like I had a hard time getting close to it. And that first scene alone was enough to make me go, holy crap! This movie is no joke. They're not going to hold back. Seeing a dead child on the ground, covered in blood, was one of the first images that you saw as the Jerry character cleans himself up, shaves himself to create a new look, because he's already planning on moving on. It was crazy introduction. The actor who plays Jerry Blake, Terry O'Quinn, I know him. Most people probably know him as Locke from the TV show Lost. And knowing him on that show, and as much as I like him on that show, it's easy to get sucked in. It's easy to get roped in by him seeming like a nice guy, even with that beginning scene. Because you could argue that you don't need that beginning scene because it sort of reveals and gives away the fact that he's a bad guy. Maybe if the movie didn't start with that and just had him as the stepfather, maybe you could have some doubt with the daughter and think that maybe the daughter's overreacting or that she's wrong about poor Jerry. But no, we know the whole time that he's a sick fuck and he's only waiting and planning his way. But the dynamic of him being so close to the new wife, the new mother, Susan, seeing that she's a widow, so she, I don't want to say is desperate for new love, but the idea of new love is very appealing to her, and it's very welcoming to her, which is why she jumped in 2 feet into this new relationship. Stephanie is played by Jill Schlolin, and I've never seen this actress before, at least I don't think I have. I liked her for the most part. You see that not only does she miss her real father, who passed away, but she's very troubled in school. She gets into fights all the time. She gets expelled. Like, she's a rebel. But she's not a rebel to the point where she's emo and she's grudge and her room is all black colors and she's wearing raggedy clothes. No, she's not that obvious about it. She's just going through a difficult time, and I think that's what made me understand her more. She wasn't just an a-hole or a whiny teenager like you would expect. And so, again, I appreciated what they brought there. The only scenes that were very awkward with her and her acting were the scenes that she had with that kid that she liked, that dude that they're always messing around with each other as far as pretending to punch each other and wrestle, but then they stop and realize how close they are, and they just stare at each other. And the boy's like, well, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow. The one scene where they're in front of her house door and he's clearly wanting to kiss her, but they're awkwardly staring at each other, getting closer and closer. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I should just go. It's like so teen angst. It's like, alright, fine. Other than that, though, I did like her. One scene that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I guess I should address it, because otherwise it'd be weird, is her character 16 years old. They say it, they say her age, so I'm not making it up. And there's a scene where she showers more toward the end of the movie, and we see her naked. We see her boobs, we see her full frontal, and that's problematic. Now, I checked and I looked and I made sure that the actress herself was 24. So, okay, obviously the actress is of age. Her being on camera naked is not the problem. And I don't want to come off as some SJW, woke person, because I don't care about being popular or being relevant as far as social issues go. I'm just saying it's kind of wrong to watch a movie where maybe not the actress, but the character is 16, but yet you present her naked, and it's like, am I supposed to be turned on by a 16-year-old character naked here? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Was that a director call? Was it in the script as the 16-year-old now gets naked in the shower, and we see her naked, and we do a close-up of her breasts, and she's naked? Did I mention that? Look, whatever. I'm not going to harp too much more on it. I had to say something because, once again, weird. Another character that I like what they were going for. I like the idea of the character. I just think ultimately, at the end of the day, didn't really make that much of a difference. Stephen Schelling plays Jim Ogilvie. I could have completely got that wrong. He's the brother of the wife, the previous wife that Jerry kills at the beginning of the movie. He's the brother. He knows that something's up. He knows that something's wrong, and he spends the whole film chasing Jerry down, trying to get information on him, back stories on him, trying to dig up his past. He's talking to cops. He's trying to see his current location. He's trying to prove that Jerry isn't who he says he is. And I like that because it does establish that the previous family mattered. That they did have a family or somebody that would look into this, that would think it's really freaking odd that, like, his sister married some guy and then they all turn up dead and yet the husband's gone, missing. So, yeah, sure, I like this guy. Reminds me of in Friday the 13th Part 4 when the brother of a character from Part 2 was going out there looking for Jason, trying to get revenge for his sister. Like, I like that there is some previous history of that family, and they're trying to get their comeuppance, but the guy, like I said, ultimately didn't mean much, didn't do what, at least enough that he should have done. The film, though, look, Terry O'Quinn as Jerry, he was creepy, he was disturbing. Like I said, it came off as a little charming in the beginning, but you get scenes and moments when he shows his true feelings, his real anger, what's building up inside of him. That one scene where Stephanie catches him in the basement freaking the hell out before he realizes that she's right there. He has this way of showing pent-up aggression and anger that is scary, that is viable and believable. Maybe my only other critique is that I don't know why he does this. Why does he move from family to family? Why does he start a new relationship with one family and a mom and then kill them all just to move on and do it all over again? Isn't it kind of annoying and a lot of work to woo another woman over and over again? Never mind the aggravation of killing them and making it look like an accident or getting away with murder. I'm just talking about having to get the new woman each and every time. Isn't that annoying? No, but like seriously though, why is he killed? Is he just psychotic? Does he have a thirst for blood and just he can't not help but think of like, I just need to kill my whole family? Did he have an original family? I have a lot of questions, but honestly, I know that there's a couple more sequels. If they ever do reveal the backstory and why, it's probably a lot more lame than just us not knowing at all. It's probably better this way. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen the original Stepfather. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Did you grow up on it? Does it creep you the hell out? Does it make you not trust stepfathers, stepmothers, whatever the case is? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Souls taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked out machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going, you know. I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I done dropped out of class.